What's up, everybody? Tricks Ridiculous back with another video. Happy Thanksgiving if you're watching this on Thanksgiving. If you're watching it later, hope you had a nice holiday. And one of my favorite sides to always make for Thanksgiving is mac and cheese. I do make a very good macaroni and cheese, so I figured it'd only be fitting that I show you guys a little cheese in this video of how you can farm yourself some of the best Tachyon Surge gear in the game. Before we get into it, be sure to like and subscribe. It really does support the channel and I really appreciate it. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So for those of you who may have been watching my stream wondering what the heck I've been doing and why I'm doing it, basically I'm trying to get some gear that has both targeted buff and targeted Tachyon Surge, essentially giving damage buff and Tachyon Surge buff in one piece of gear. This is extremely rare and extremely difficult to get, although it's not necessarily hard. It just takes a lot of grinding. So how do you do it? Well, the best way to do it right now is to make sure you have the objective quest line, the Scientist Supreme, also known as the Cosmic Cube Villain Sector, okay? When you complete this on a weekly basis, you're going to be given 2 different pieces of Tachyon Surge gear. Ideally, you'd like one that has targeted buff, targeted Tachyon Surge. That's really what you're going to be farming for. But if you can only do this mission once a week, how do you do it over and over again to farm for it? Well, that's what I'm going to show you. So this method, the way I do it is on PS5. It does also apply to PS4, although the layout of the actual user interface is just slightly different. There may be ways, there is definitely a way to do it on PC. I do not know the way, nor will I be covering it in this video, and I'm not familiar with a way to do it on Xbox. But if you're on PlayStation, this will work for you. So as long as you still have the mission chain for the week, what you want to do, get on the character that you're actually going to be farming this on. The characters that benefit most from it would be Hawkeye, Thor, Iron Man, and Kate Bishop to an extent. All right, make sure you're on that character, and then you're simply going to back out of the game, close it down, okay, and then press start on it again and go to upload, download, save data, okay? When you do this, this is essentially uploading a snapshot of where you are in time to the cloud. Now, what you're gonna do is upload, all right? Now, I'm not gonna do it, I've already done it, but you essentially upload your latest save file to the cloud, okay? And then go back into the mission, complete the Cosmic Cube Villain Sector, collect your Tachyon Surge gear. If it is a targeted buff, targeted Tachyon Surge piece, congratulations, you've done it. You can save yourself a lot of headache. If it's not, what you do is you immediately close out of the game again, go back, press start on it, click close. It'll take a second to close, and then press start on it again and go to download, same button, download save data. And this time you're going to actually download from the cloud here, you see? All right, so you just hit download, apply to all, hit OK, hit yes, and that will download your latest save data. So this will essentially back you up from where you were before you completed that mission. So when you log back in, it's going to be as if you never completed that weekly event. Now, there are downsides to this, right? If you're doing this and you're constantly re-downloading and re-downloading, you're making zero progress anywhere else. So everything you do, any pieces of gear that you pick up along the way, maybe you kill a loot goblin, you know, the cargo runners, they drop a ton of legendaries. You're not going to be able to keep those if you overwrite your save data this way. You're going to essentially go back and try it again, okay? Same thing with your champion level. Your champion level will not stay if you revert back to this, okay? So it'll just kind of, your champion level will just stay at the same spot until you actually move on from this. But really, that's not what we're doing this for. We're not doing it for champion rank, and we're not doing it for random roll legendaries. We're doing it for those Tachyon Surge pieces, okay? So that's really it. And if I'm being frank with you guys, I wouldn't recommend doing this unless you're extremely committed. It's not something you can really do 1 or 2 runs of. If you do, you're extremely lucky. This is something that you do have to grind quite a bit to try to get. So if you watch any of my streams, definitely you'll see this is what I'm trying to do. And the reason this is good, if you didn't already know, I should have probably covered this earlier, Tachyon Surge is currently not a powerful perk, but it's being unnerved. Basically, it used to give a 50% damage bonus, right? And then they took away that damage bonus and said it's only supposed to do status bar buildup. Now it's going back. It's going back to doing that damage bonus as well. So it's absolutely going to be a fantastic chase perk that you're going to want to have on your character, and being able to get it on certain ranged characters with both targeted buff and targeted Tachyon Surge on the same piece is an extremely rare find and extremely, extremely powerful piece to have on, like I said, Hawkeye, Thor, Iron Man, Kate Bishop. Black Widow can use it, but she's probably the lowest of the bunch. But those are the ones I'd recommend it on. And anyway, that's really it in this video. I just wanted to show that because I get a lot of questions about what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and why I'm doing it. And that's really why. That's what you want to get out of it. So if you learned something, again, definitely leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. And with that, that's all I've got. I will see you guys when Spider-Man launches and for the raid. Catch you in the next one.